and sit down.
Hello, gang. Colin here at Festa 67's workshop, and my sidekick there.
Hello, it's me, Dave, from Model Maker Dave's workshop.
Happy day. I just realised I haven't had a shave. I must look like a tramp. Yeah, welcome to a bit more of the Paddy Wagon. But first things first, let's say hello to who's in chat. We have got Model Making Mayhem saying, Sergeant Festa and Officer Wibble, the Chief wants a word.
Oh, dear.
Oh, he's got you sus, mate, Officer Wibble. Nat's in saying, afternoon, Colin and Dave. Hello, Nat. All right, my darling. There's an envelope on it. There's an envelope on its way to you, Nat, by the way.
Anybody think I enjoy a good wibble?
Yeah. Wibble, us.
Got the wrong people, I think.
We was wibbling Sunday after the brunch, weren't we? We started wibbling again, and we was both giggling.
Oh, yeah.
Nat saying hello to Model Making Mayhem. Pup Smurfs in. Hello, AD. There's a package on the way to you as well, mate. So look out for that, buddy.
Oh, you've been sending out packages?
I've been sending out packages again, Dave. I've been flopping packages on the bench, and yeah.
It's too far away from the cut-off zone. I'm not going to go there.
Model Making Mayhem's giving it the old love arts. Asking Nat how she is. Nat saying hello to Adi, as is Andy. Some bloke called Festa's just letting people know he's setting up. Pup Smurf's asking how Lewis's diamond art's coming on. Yeah, no, there is photographic evidence of said Lewis with the biggest bottom lip doing his diamond art. Nat saying it's good, thanks, although the kids have been home an hour and already counting down till they're back at school in the morning. Oh,
good grief.
Oh. Is that them counting down, Nat, or you? Yeah, I had the two boys, and it was, they'd be all right in each other's company for about half hour, and then it would just degenerate, and they're still like it now. Nat's going no further, AD. He doesn't come home until Friday, so she's confident that he'll pick it up again over the weekend. He should take it with him, Nat, and he could do a bit of lorry, couldn't he?
I was just about to say, it's all compact and bijou, and stow it away somewhere in the cab, whip it out and start sticking it on as he's
he could put it in his stash box in the centre console, couldn't he?
Well, yeah. I think that's a poor excuse.
Yeah, he could use the old top surface of that, and he could sit there and do a bit of diamond art on his nights away from home. Hey, what more could he want?
Well, if he can take his model making stuff with him,
he could take his diamond art, couldn't he?
Yeah. You have no excuses, Lewis.
Exactly. But Smurf's going, no, if it was him, he would have taken it with me while away in the evenings. There you go. So there's someone else that's saying.
Mm-hmm.
Not that we're trying to stitch Lewis up at all, because we wouldn't do that, Dave, would we?
No, it's not in our nature.
And yeah, Nat's got the same image as I have, actually. She said, just imagine the conversation telling me his cab is now all sparkly from dropping them. Could you imagine it, trying to pass it over to his burly trucker mates if he stood there and he's got a gem stuck on the end of his Could you imagine that in one of the roadside truck stops? Well, yeah, lads, you'll never guess it's a bit of diamond art. They'll be going, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Is that what they call it now?
Yeah. Sarge is in, bye, you bitch.
Hello, Sarge.
Oi, lads and lassies. How do, Sarge? Hope you're all right over in Fulda in Germany, mate, and that the world is keeping you nice and tranquil, and the cats aren't driving you too mad, mate.
Oh, and just for Sarge, just to whet his appetite a little bit, there is a malicious, strong rumour going around. Dave may be making armour.
I've heard that rumour. I've heard that rumour. Do I let him salivate and let him know that what I've got on my bench just to the left of me?
Oh, yeah. Oh. See now, oh look, he's going to be in double ecstasy now.
Oh, he is.
He's going to be beside himself.
Look at that interior, Sarge. Look, and this copy of Razzle's got the fold-out section, Dave.
Oh, centre spread.
Look at the benches on there. Hey? Oh, look at that, Sarge. Look. Oh, a bit of Berlin camo, look. Yeah, she's a German lass, mate, and she's on the bench. So, yeah, I'm rocking that one as well as the Titanic and as well as the Paddy Wagon. Yeah, I like keep busy.
But what Armour Dave's doing is a national secret.
Oh, is it? It's one of those. Learn at your peril. Be shot at dawn if you were told.
Can't tell anyone yet.
Smurf saying hi to Sarge, as is Andy over at Model Making Mayhem. Sarge, he says, with an H.
With an H?
With an H. He's also saying, at present, going to the recycling place with bags of nonsense. Yeah. Jacqueline Stevens is in. One's in.
Oh, yeah.
I've just realised my camera's zoomed in, isn't it? Yeah.
Hello, Bob.
It's just there. It's just slightly out of shot today. I need to adjust my camera, but hey ho.
Yeah, no, I got everything set up to do recording, so that's why it just.
Yeah, I've been sort of having a bit of a move round out here today, and yeah, I've knocked my camera so out the way a bit. But Raging Modeller's in saying, "All right, you lot, yes, mate, yourself." Excuse me. Good. Smurf saying hello to Jackie. Sarge is making them special noises in that Sarge way, Dave, because he's seen armour. And then he's saying, hi, Nat, Papa, and he's returned to his image.
Image? That is some image, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. That's a man who's suitably relaxed.
That is a contemplation.
And that's when you lean over and say, 3D printed tiger interior, Sarge.
Probably done it now. He's just gone overload.
Just think of all the fun you can have on Thingiverse. Oh, Muse is in. Hello, how do Muse? Hope you're doing all right.
Hello, Muse.
Archie's in over at Common Road Junction saying hi all. Hi Archie, hope you're doing all right, fella. Nat saying hello to Jackie and Adam, as well as hello to Muse and Archie. I'm going to have a shave. I've got a neck beard going, Dave, and it's itching me now. Yeah, Festa, have a shave. Common Road Junction saying hi to Nat, and he's also saying hey to Muse. Oh, got that jumped up. Look at me. Raging Modeler saying hi to Nat. I'm a Smurf saying hi, everyone. Papa Smurf's going, oh, me big telly's just sprung into life, is it? Are we on the big telly, are we, Papa?
Oh, no. God, you were going to do that.
Yeah, and by the way, Dave, yes, I am rocking my apron, so...
Oh, you got your pity on.
Yeah, but mate, you may mock, but don't forget, Skullfish had one in the patron hangout, and yeah, it's my mission to make aprons a thing in man caves. Be proud to rock your apron. Yeah.
No, there ain't no aprons in here.
Actually, my missus was like, what a good idea, she said, because the amount of T-shirts and shorts I'm having to sort of put to the only using man caves, she said, is phenomenal. She said, because there's bits of paint, bits of glue. And, yeah. Dave saying hello to everyone there, my sidekick. Papa Smurf saying hello to you there, geese. Common Road is saying, don't worry, mate, my beard's a bit of a mess as well. Yeah, I must admit, I forget, see, you know, and I'm like, oh, it'll be all right, just another day. And Yeah, I've got a bit of a paintbrush going on with me beard as well, so I might just have to give it a bit of a. Yeah. I'm not here, says Osrich 9000, went into TED mode then. I'm working hard at my desk. He's definitely not watching this while he's at work. Of course you're not, mate. I'll whisper your name. Osrich. Hello, mate. How you doing, Osrich? All right, don't want the boss to hear us. Archie's saying hello, Colin and Dave again. Hello, mate. Plastic Monkey's saying hello to Nat. He's saying hello to Papa. Festa's workshop. Hiya, Colin, looking fit there. Yeah, my missus is a legend, mate. Yeah, I know. She procured me. Yeah. So there may have been some under the tongue there, just to knock the edge off. Yeah, it's oil of a certain kind, Dave. Yeah, because it's a making old man noises even if you blink day. You know what I mean? So
it's one of those days.
Yeah. So I kind of she went. I've got just the thing. She says I've managed to get some. So yeah. Of course, other solutions are available.
However,
yeah. So there might have been some deft oilage applied under the tongue. Pupsmur saying hi, Common Road Junction. Yeah. Scale Model Muse, hey, yeah. Nat's going, thanks, mate. Yeah, no worries, Nat, not a problem. H let me know that she popped everything in the letterbox for me, bless her. So, yeah. Nat saying hi to Osric. Pupsmur going, not bad, thanks, Archie. He's had a busy morning, but now he's chillaxing. Good man. Muse says it's time to make coffee. Is that one of those put one leg out the duvet, if it's too chilly, just have another 5 minutes snuggle? Or is this, I must make my coffee and get my carcass out of bed and move in because I'll be late? Is it one of those coffees? Or is it one of those, I can put my feet up on the couch and sit and enjoy these two idiots because I can have a relaxing evening time of coffee? I'm trying to remember what part of the US you're in, darling.
Pass.
Quanamain saying hi, everyone. Hello, mate. Hope you're all right, buddy.
Hello, mate.
Candygram for Mungo's in. Greetings, everyone.
Greetings.
Yeah, I may have introduced Dave the other day on an hangout to the infamous baked beans scene in Blazing Saddles, Candy. So, yeah.
I have my own version of Blazing Saddles and I've had beans on toast.
Oh, yeah, you do it really well as well, don't you? It is like that some nights with you. Papa Smurf saying hello to Quano. Nat saying hello to Dan and Jeff. Muse, I may have bought a few military things. Oh, the Sarge got to do his again.
Sarge is going to get overexcited.
Quano saying hello to Nat and Papa. Candygram saying hello to Nat. Papa Smurf's hoping to get East Churchill finished this week, Dave. And I must admit, mate, that's a nice little build you've done there, mate.
Oh, it's looking pretty damn good.
Plastic Monkey is asking, how would you dull and weather decals? Easy, mate. I tend to go over them with a sanding stick. I just had some, actually. Ouch. Conveniently, just out of shot on the E-Models tank, see? And I went over him with some sanding sticks. Same with that one. To dull them down. Crack the decals. You can use a bit of cocktail stick. Scrapey, 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 scrapey. And yeah, and then if you want to add a bit of the base pigment, the base coat paint, like the white on that tank, you can then go over with an airy stick and delicately put some scratches and things. And that's how I did mine. But Dave might have some ideas because he might do his differently, mate.
I would use, like you, I'd use a sanding stick, but I'd use one that's been well and truly through the mill. So that
yeah, I have several of those, as you well know.
Yeah, just so it knocks the top of the decal off, but doesn't do too much damage.
Absolutely, because you just want to take that gloss coat off the decal, and then you can scratch it. But,
sometimes it depends on what sort of damage you want to do to the decal. Really, you could just moisten it in some areas and then use the tip of your knife just to flick bits off, because then you'll get all the jagged edges.
Absolutely, bit of chippage. So yeah, experiment, mate. I mean, most of us, we have a model that is our test mule, and you'll throw unused decals on it, and I use it to practice that sort of technique and scratch and because it's a test mule, isn't it? It's the one that you use your new paint on just to see how it looks, or if you've got plastic spoons, just apply the decal to the plastic spoon over a bit of top coat, and then sit and weather the bejesus out of it on a plastic spoon, and you'll be surprised.
You could also try with a really sharp scalpel blade, just score down on the decal, and then use something like a cocktail stick or something, just to to give a jagged line in the middle.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you're trying to do. That's what I did with the Huey when I did the edges on the sharp mouth to knock them back and make them a bit flaky. I just went along them with a sander and one of my mechanical pencils with the sewing needle in it, and just scrapey, scratchy, and
But go slowly at it. Don't go rushing into it and stuff. Just little and often, and until you get to the point where you think, right, I'll do a little bit more, and then stop.
Yeah, it's that old adage, less is more, mate.
Yeah.
Puppets ain't that the truth? Yeah, sorry, mate, go on.
I was going to say, once you get to the point where you say, I'll do a little bit more, stop, because if you do that little bit more, chances are you're going to ruin it.
Absolutely.
I was going to say something else then.
Sarge is going, model mate in Mayhem's short form. He's doing lots of noises today, mate. Pup Smurf's going, as always. Nat saying Colin's got his big boy bib on. Yes, I have. I've got my Adam Savage apron on, and I must admit, it does come in handy. Oh, I need my pencil, or I need my knife. I'm proper loving it, mate, and it's like become my thing. I've even got my grabber, grabbity grab. So yeah, I thoroughly recommend people man up and not be afraid to rock an apron. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. But my clothes ain't getting ruined. No, you may mock, young Dave. You may mock.
Trousers.
I know deep down you will get one. Mark's saying afternoon, folks. How do, Mark? Hope everything's all right. Model making mayhem. He's saying the traffic is mental. Is it? That's saying hello to Mark. Archie saying that's handy just to dunk in the paint. It's all about dunkage. Kevin Stevens is in. Afternoon, people. I hope all's well. Hello, Kevin. How you doing, mate? Archie's letting me know he's sorted out the canopy, mate. Oh, brilliant. Happy days.
Well done.
Yeah, good man, mate. See? Yeah, Festa's tips, mate. He messaged me the other day on Messenger because he had inadvertently pledged his canopy.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it had gone a bit foggy, so yeah. Nat saying hello to Kevin. Malcolm is saying hi to all model makers, crafters, and those that are either both or neither. And Malcolm, we'll pop you a link at the end of the show, mate. All right, mate, so that we can get together and have a little bit of a sesh regarding the Diamond Art charity thing, mate. All right. Nat saying hello to Malcolm. Kevin saying hello, Nat. Are the little ones running wild?
Probably.
Muse says it's a must-have coffee. Good girl.
Oh, it's that coffee, is it? Oh, dear.
Nat says 10 minutes of peace because they're feeding their bellies. Oh, dear, they've gone in for a pit stop. Oh, my God, Nat. I so feel your pain.
Well, Nat, you can always gaffer tape them to the chairs.
Yeah, Muse is saying it's nearly noon, Cole. Happy days, Muse. Yeah, nice little midday coffee. Midday coffee, Dave. Oh, yeah. Vamp is in. Hello, Vamp. How you doing, mate? Hope everything's all right in South Africa. Muse is blowing him a kiss. Oh, bless.
Oh, lovey-dovey.
Yeah, hopefully when the world is stopped smouldering and all of that lot. Yeah, road trip. Kevin Stevens is saying, hi, Nat. The little, yeah, I've read that out. I know, the little one drove again. Hi, guys. I'm back home from work. Ray from Malta's in. Hello, Ray. Hello. You doing all right, my friend? Sarge said hello to Ray there. Raging Modelers, enjoying a week off, catching up with some painting while I can. Another Headless Horseman and a Red Dragon are in the works. Dave, he's going to be posting in the gallery again, isn't he?
Oh, I better phone up Charlie and get that.
Dad's in, mate. He says, afternoon, all just got in.
Hello, Mike. Hope everything's all right, mate.
Yeah, you know what I was going to say, mate, and you know what I'm thinking, mate. Yeah? Respect, mate. Ray saying, hi, Colin and Dave, my friends. Hello, buddy. Mike saying hello to everyone there. Plastic Monkey's going, thanks, Colin Dave. I shall have a go. Yeah, I mean, honestly, mate, I've got I did get a big bag of spokes that I use for testing my paints out on, but I've also got like a test mule model. It's where you can do some panel lines and get decals in, but scrape them, and it's practice makes perfect, mate. And yeah, Ray saying hello to everyone there. Quano has made a discovery watching vids by Colin when doing stressful fiddly farts of a model. His voice has just the right amount of soothing for the stress beast, but yeah, every now and then though Kev Stevens says afternoon, Dad. Ray saying hello to Papa Smurf. Malcolm saying he's just finished the model, photographed it, put it in the display case and knocked the pilot tube off. The news is going to say there was a sonic boom over Berkshire. A seismic event where you jumped up and down and threw yourself on the floor, flailing your arms and legs in a big wibble.
Yeah, that will be a very big wibble.
Ah, look at that. So I'm going to put that one up there just to wind Dave up. Plastic Monkey's just ordered an apron. Well done, mate. Welcome to the fold.
What's that? The fold of the Penny Brigade?
There is nothing wrong. It says standing up. There is nothing wrong with rocking a nice bit of apronage, Dave. You may mock. You may pick on me.
Me?
And you may fool me. But the next time you spill some extra fin on your gentleman garden, just bear in mind that I have an apron on and I don't have that problem.
Can't say I've ever spilt anything in that area.
No, but you know what's going to happen now. You're going to knock something over. It's going to fall off the bench and you're going to be doing river dance around your chair because it stabbed you in that region. And I'll be going, mine just fell and rested on my apron. It's actually also stops me dropping knives in my feet, mate. So, yeah. Well, allegedly. Nat saying hi to Michael Ray. Muse is moving to her laptop. That's all right, Muse. We'll just wait for you, darling.
Oh, if we're waiting, then I'll go down the shops and get some stuff.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah. I'm just waiting.
We need some of that pause music, don't we?
Absolutely. Common Road Junction saying, would you do that with the crosses on a German aircraft? What? I tend to run a knife along the panel lines. If the decal goes over the panel line, I just draw along the panel line each side and go through the decal with a scalpel. Then put me extra decal solution in so it goes into the panel line, and then I do a bit of a pin wash and it goes just like that.
Snap, that's what I does.
Absolutely. Quano says, when I'm watching these vids, as do normal modelling stuff, I fall asleep because Colin is too soothing. And it's nothing at all to do with him being a bit of an old fart. Yes, someone else, I'm trying to think who it was, I think it might be Fox, says that I've got one of those sort of Ovaltine voices that if they're not, they need to go to sleep, they bung me on because I sort of relax them.
Yeah, I can actually concur with what everybody was saying because I was watching part 2 of your Titanic. Well, and let's revise that. I started off watching part 2 of Titanic.
Oh, it was playing to itself after 5 minutes, was it?
And I thought, I just sort of nestled myself back on the sofa and I got myself into that sweet spot. And the next thing I know, it was the Amazon driver knocking on my door. And I thought, hang on a minute, I've fast forwarded to Friday because it's pizza day.
Oh, bless you.
And then came back to reality and thought, oh, God, it's Tuesday.
Nice to know I have that effect.
Yeah, it was lights out. Cool. No,
yeah. Vamp's going out. We'll have the first coffee in the morning. Everyone saying hello to each other there. Dad's saying hello to Sarge. People have probably seen some of these in the chat anyway. I'm just scooting through a bit because, Nat. Kevin Stevens saying that they wouldn't be children if they just sat there like statues. The old saying, ants in the pants. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Absolutely, mate.
Can't sit still for 5 minutes.
Yes, Mungo, I could absolutely concur with what you've said because right at the front there, I'm saying this really carefully because someone may be in range, but there's a really big single pocket and the Haribo could potentially have a new home. Yeah.
I might have got some snackage.
Oh, nice. I did have chocolate hobnobs because Archie sent me some Jaffa cakes and chocolate hobnobs.
Oh, that was nice of him.
And, I did the proper shaggy out of Scooby-Doo, mate.
Good man.
Oh, yeah, I proper snaffled down on them bad boys, mate. Richard saying he gives me the horn. Richard's my cousin. Music saying you need to do some ASMR videos, Cole. Seriously.
Oh, it's a new thing. You have a all singing, all dancing, super duper microphone, and you do whispering and stuff. Yeah,
absolutely. Scale model Vamps going. My chair's just gone down again. Was wondering what a British double-decker would sound like with a US International Trucks engine in the guise of a 60s British F1 car. Some of that. You know? Yeah, it would sound like that. I'm just going to have to adjust my chair, Dave. It's gone down again.
You got that sinking feeling again?
Yeah, I moved my backside a certain way, and I've got a feeling that the button on top of the...
I'm not going there on that one.
Yeah, the button on top of the plunger. It's one of those, if I don't sit in the right place on the seat, it's fine. But if you lean forward a bit or you're not quite sat on the chair properly, you activate the button on top of the piston and it drops the chair down. It's like, yeah. Well, I've rambled for a bit there. Shall we switch the bench cams on, Dave? Because we're supposed to be at the bench, you know.
Yeah, but, you know, got to say hello to everyone.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Oh, there you go.
Not to. Right, I'm going to have to do some...
Raging Modeler says there, he can't think of chocolate hobnobs without A.D. Edmondson's voice from that episode of Bottom. Yeah, if you've never seen Bottom with Rick Mayall and A.D. Edmondson, you are missing a treat. James Chapman's in saying, evening, Colin and Dave. Hi, James. All right, mate. I've suitably moved the Mustang off the bench so you can't have a sneak peek. But I did send him some photos yesterday of progress, and he seemed a happy bunny, Dave.
Oh, that's the main thing.
Let's have a little looky-loo at putting on the camera, which is that one, is it? How's that? And we could have a bit of that. And going on. Now I'm trying to think what I was going to do today. I might prime the whole shebang, to be honest with you. Get a bit of the old spray booth action going on. I think that's probably the best bet, isn't it? Yeah. So we'll have a bit of a move round then. I'll shove them up there for now. That one there can go over there for now. Brucey baby's got to come out. That cutting mat can go. Let's shove that lot on there for a sec. Pull that out. Oh, we're on a roll now. Let's just move Brucey Kins. Like that. Dum 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 dum. Pardon me. Shove that in there.
At the bottom.
Sorry. It will come out. There you go. Well, look at me.
Are you backfiring?
Might be. Hopefully that didn't come out. The old man of a certain age, Dave.
Sorry, mate, but it did.
Cheers, dude. Dear. Don't get out much, that's my excuse. Bung this in and then I'll move my camera so you can see what we're up to. Have you a bit of that? Dun, 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 dun. You having a moment? Shove that lot back on there. There you go. God, that was fun, wasn't it? Have ourselves a bit of spray booth action, I reckon. Da 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 da. Self-opening.
Bronze. Aged copper.
Oh, Dave's making them special Dave at the bench noises, are you?
Well, I've been looking for some alternative paints to use on the Paddy Wagon.
Oh, right, yeah.
And I've discovered that I've got some Dark Star miniature paints from molten metal.
Yeah.
And I've just ordered some more.
Oh, right.
I've ordered steel, graphite, and antique gold to go along with the Victorian gold that I've got here.
Yeah.
quite sure what is going to be painted in what, but I'm kind of doing a different line, and I'm ordered some paint from John. Now I'm going to say very, very carefully because you will understand why. I have gone for blue and light blue for the flanker aircraft.
Oh, right, yeah.
So I'm going to go in a slightly different blue tone.
Oh, nice.
Depending on what it's like when it arrives.
Oh, cool.
If you know what I mean.
Have you a bit of that?
Well, that's the game plan at the moment. You know me, it changes as we go along.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but that's the whole idea of plans, Dave. They're made for changing.
Oh, yeah.
I reckon we can have a bit of that. I just realised I still haven't made up my airbrush cleaner. I'll have to do that. Yeah, I know.
That's unusual for you. You're normally quite quick and hot on that sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had a bit of an itty bitty week so far. So it's been a bit, hence the oil.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been one of those types of few days. I really didn't want that bit.
But has the oil made the difference?
A bit, yeah. It's just one of them, mate. Dropping stuff again, Dave. Wouldn't pay me unless I drop some. There you go. Right, one of those.
Well, it's all right, as long as you keep to your fudge sticks and broomsticks.
No, I'm all right, mate. Honestly, it's a strange one. I started feeling a bit odd on Sunday during the brunch.
All right.
You know, and I've said to you before that there is something hovering over me at the moment, as you know.
Yes.
And yeah, it's kind of rearing its head in its usual preemptive way, should we say, you know what I mean? So I'm tiptoeing around it at the moment. But yeah, it'll come good.
Oh, yeah.
It's just annoying. It's the timing, isn't it? That's the only trouble with relapses. You don't know what they're going to do, when they're going to do it, or how they're going to do it. And it keeps you on your toes. Okay, I reckon we can have a bit of primage going on here, Dave, today, don't you, mate? Yeah, Carl, I think we could have a bit of primage, mate. Let's find somewhere to clip that don't stick out like a blind cobbler's thumb. Under there will do.
Well, I'm going to go for a bit more stickage on the old engine.
Oh, good, man. Nothing wrong with that.
And then I'll...
Yeah, I do speed build a tad, I must admit. Right, I reckon.
Yeah, I think some of the engine could be done in blackened bronze.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah. I must admit, I've not used the Dark Star paints before. These are the ones that I've had in, you know, that paint box I get every month.
Oh, yeah, I know the one, yeah.
They're ones that have arrived in there, and it's like, oh, yeah, I don't quite know what I'm going to use those on and put them away.
Yeah.
And I was cruising at work because, you know,
yeah, good perusage, nothing wrong with that.
I was having a cup of coffee, as you do.
Yeah.
And I started looking at them, and I thought, oh, I've got some at home because I was going to do an order at work. And I thought, no, I'll be a good boy. I'll wait until I get home because then I can check to see what I've got. Because I know what will happen. I'll end up ordering something I've already got.
Yeah.
And I was going to order the Victorian Gold. I'm glad I didn't because I've already got it. So we'll see how we get on with them.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
They're made in the UK. As far as I know, here we go. Water-based acrylic metallic paint for use with the brush or airbrush.
All right.
Shake well before use. Okay.
Oh. Chris is in saying hello to everyone.
Hello, Chris.
I hope you're doing all right, mate. Let's switch that on. Hopefully it's not too loud, but
Sounds like you're at the hairdresser's, mate.
you never know. I might be.
Well, then people might actually see what I'm doing. What do I do? That. God, better. Oh, we got a question. We've got a question.
Yeah.
From James saying, can I use decals again after they've been put into water, placed on the pup, but placed back on the paper after realising paint's job screwed?
Yeah, I have, mate. Just let them, just put the whole thing in the water and let the decal start to lift off and then just delicately pick it up and it should apply okay, mate. I did it on the bus.
There you go.
Da 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 da.
There's the distractions. There's the distractions. Aha. Well, you go on there, do you? I wonder why they had all in. I wonder.
But yeah, there might be a tad of weathering on this as well, you know, because you've got to make it look used and abused, didn't we?
Oh, yeah. Be wrong if it was all clean and tidy.
Quick second coat whilst I'm there. Be careful on some of these pieces though, Dave, because it looks like there's some leftover mould release agent on a few bits.
All right, okay.
All right. Luckily for me, I'm going to be weathering mine anyway, so I'm not that fussed. But in a few places, you'll get a bit of flaky, and if you don't want flakiness on your build, mate, then to avoid it, you might want to throw the parts in a dishwasher or something with a dishwasher tab.
Yeah, I think I might just let it soak overnight in some warm water with.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm not fussed because it's actually adding a nice patina on there that, dare I say it, I actually quite like. So I'm going to keep mine as is. I'll use it as a bit of weathering. Mainly on the seats.
Okay, I've built the main top part, but I haven't done anything to it yet. So I think I might let that have a soak before I squirt some primer all over it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have a look at it. I'm a little bit anxious when it comes to the bodywork at the moment, but I'll spray it, and then if it doesn't come out, I'll Dettol it.
Good old Dettol.
Saying that though, I might just avoid the temptation and not spray the body shell at this stage. It's one of them, isn't it? I don't normally wash many kits these days because release agent seems to have calmed down, but I think this one might just have.
Yeah. I think this is one of those legacy ones, isn't it?
Yeah, it's monogram as well, isn't it? They're notorious for it. So yeah, it's one of them.
Yeah, I've spotted a Tamiya re-release that
Oh, have you?
Yeah, it's the Lotus 7, you know, the little two-seat.
Yeah.
Little sportsy car.
Yeah.
They're doing a rerun on it, but they've dropped in a fret of photo etch.
All right.
You know, for brake discs and such. And yeah, there is some temptation. Oh, that's a point. Oh, someone's mate. Good on. Let's try again.
Someone in the chat there, Model Making Mayhem, saying Bob Ross Jr.
Bob Ross,
Oh, go on.
What, is his son doing it now?
I love watching a bit of Bob Ross.
There's another one you can quite happily go to sleep to.
Oh, yeah. That was essential of daytime viewing, wasn't it, Bob Ross?
Yeah. We don't have mistakes.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely got a lot of release agent on this chassis.
Has it? All right, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not going to spray the chassis or the bodywork, I've decided. Yeah, there's quite a bit on there, mate.
right.
Yeah.
They're going for a
Might not be worth risking it, mate. I'll see. I mean, I've already put a bit of primer on there, but might be the actual primer, but I don't know. Looks classic.
Is it going all bubbly and
Yeah, it's classic mold release
Yeah.
streakage.
and you're getting big puddles of it, of gaps?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. But dare I say it? I do like the patina. Hence why I'm still persevering, but I'll see how it dries. It might just be enough to add that been through the city texture type of thing, you know, but we'll see. Happily, I'm not doing it as a show custom, otherwise it would have been in the Dettol by now. But dare I say, if it's been going around early 19th century America and that, it might have been a bit weathered with all the crims that have been in the back, you know. So we'll see. Like I say, weathering covers a multitude of sins.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if something's not quite right, you can always say, right, I'll leave that for the weather.
Yeah, that's sod it. I'm going to paint it. Let's have a look. Adds a bit of character to it, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Actually, it looks like it's got a vinyl roof. Feels like they was around in the 18th century, weren't they?
course.
But yeah. Oh yeah, that's proper fun. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Make up some airbrush cleaner, I suppose, to clean my paintbrushes, isn't I? My paintbrush is my airbrush.
Well, it might be a good idea.
I think Rocky Balboa put the lid on this tin of primer, though. Cool. It's like, yo, Adrian. Right. Safely say. We can clean that out. Some of that over there. Let's turn that off for a minute. Let's move my webcam back over there. Put this lot away. Try not to get tangled up with that, though, Cole. Let's put that on there. Shove that up on there. Have you some of that? I'm not going to be putting what's his name paint on, am I? Top coat. Close that down like so. It's around about there. Normally
Typical.
What's that?
The big dark one, I'm still soaking in the old oven bright.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. That's all right.
What's that, the chrome?
Yeah.
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 How long's it been in there?
Hey?
How long's it been in there?
Oh, since before we started the
Yeah, don't forget that bit I'd done that test on the chrome took about 25-30 minutes before it started even lifting it. It's pretty resilient. Some of the other chromes, they come off in, 50 seconds or so, you know what I mean? But the more resilient ones are a bit stubborn, Dave.
might be all right, actually.
Oh, mate.
Oh, what did I do with them? What did I do? Really? There they are. They're over there.
Let's have that out of there. Shove that on there. That up in there. Brucey pots over there, so you can come back in. Like that. I can go under there. I can go like that. Can go into that one. Cutting mat. Right, what was I going to do? Airbrush thinners, that was it. Or airbrush cleaner even. Where's my ball? Let's grab that. Right, ready? Oh, he's disappeared, so I'll keep yattering in the chat until he comes back, and then I'll go and make my airbrush thinners. Let's have a quick looky-loo at the chat. What we got going on? Quano Man saying, oh, did I hear Colin say I did it on the bus? Blakey will be after him for that one. I gotta get you, Butler. We all know, we all remember Blakey. Scaly's going laugh out loud. Bottom making mayhem's going used and abused. That's just what the prisoners did in the back of the wagon. Apparently, it explains the sticky seats as well. Quano's going all part of the weathering process. In some aspects, yes, but it's a bit mingy. It's a bit annoying, but hey ho, you know, it's one of them things, isn't it? But I'll be able to get the paint back off with a bit of my airbrush finish, so I'm not that fussed about it. Weathering process explains the crackage, yeah. Sarge is going, his firstborn was one of those. Model making mayhem's going, considering the topic, release agent. I see what you did there. Quano says, I've had one of them happy accidents once. Remind me to renew the Playboy sub. Oh dear. My user says, side eyes the chat. Yeah. Or the making mayhem's going, copyrights. Yeah. Bab's going, oopsies. Anyone tempted to go, the car will miss the spot? No, not him either. Yeah, it's one of them. There's a lot of release agent on it, so it's like. Bones is saying, my uncle just restored a model, A's and T's. Some of them had wooden roofs, and the paint would crack and peel on that area first. Happy days, mate. Sarge is saying, Revell Chrome is stubborn. Yeah. Right. Dave's back for a sec. I'm just going to quickly nip down to my cabinet, Dave, and get me stuff to make me.
Yeah, I'm just putting the chassis and the bodywork in the fairy liquid.
Oh, right. Yeah. No, just in case yours has got a release agent on it as well. You know what I mean? It's.
Well, chances are yours has, so mine probably more than likely will. So
That's one of them things, mate. I'm fussed. It happens.
But all the gold is stripped off everything I want it to be stripped off.
Oh, happy days, mate. But if I seem a bit elusive, it's because I'm down on the floor at the moment trying to navigate to me chemicals, mate. All right.
Well, mind your head on the way back up.
Yeah, tell me about it. Of course, that never happens, does it, Dave?
No. Like it never happens to me.
Let's have a bit of that. There.
Oh.
Should have made this.
Sounds like Model Making Mayhem is having grilled steaks, veg and mash.
Oh, nice.
So that kind of leads on quite nicely to everybody in the chat. What is or what is about to go in your bellies, and what have you got on your benches?
Absolutely, mate.
Oh, he's now updated it from grilled steak to venison.
Oh, happy days.
So I would say you on the bottle again.
Who, me?
Yeah. Size of that bottle.
I'm down on the floor, Dave. Can you just give us a minute, mate?
All right.
Cheers, buddy. Because I have to lay down sideways on the floor to get into my cabinet. So
All right. Take your time. Don't rush. God's sake.
no, I'm just a tad out of earshot. So
think I could get a fresh pot of IPA out as well, couldn't I? That wouldn't hurt. Yeah, here you go. We're getting there. Oh. I'm trying to do it without blurting out the odd fudge sticks and broom handles.
Vamp is now saying a broken 32 Ford hot rod on the bench being repaired and venison in the belly.
Oh, nice. Shove that in there.
News is saying venison yum. Yeah.
Oh dear. Right, we're upright. I'll just quickly nip and get me jug.
Model making mayhem at me, of course, haha. Just don't let me hear barbecue grills. I get very mine and I'm cooking. Oh, right, okay. Oh. News, I like your style. Apple pie and coffee. Oh, now, the question is that apple pie with cream, ice cream, or custard? And she's got a BMW R75 on the bench. Nice.
Got the jug of doom.
Oh,
Should we have a bit of funnelage as well?
yeah, go on. Be daring.
There you go. Not that I hoard chemicals, of course, but I might as well do myself a new pot of that whilst I'm here as well.
Sounds like Colin's going to be having chemical Wednesday.
Yes. I am just mixing up some airbrush cleaner because I'd forgotten to make some.
Right, Twisted Rail Hobbies, belly, baked potatoes. Oh. What have you got with your baked potatoes? Cheese and baked beans, I hope. Bench setting up for a plug alert. The late crash at 9 p.m. over on my channel. Oh.
Yeah, it's the Wednesday show. I like the stealth way you plugged that.
Yeah. Oh. Muse has got ice cream with her apple pie.
Oh, nice.
Vanilla flavoured ice cream.
Happy days.
Ah.
All right, let's shove on my...
Guano man, my face, a whole six Muller rice pots being shoveled in. Oh, Lord. Oh, we're having a bit of a refill fit.
News says, since you're down there, Cole, cheeky.
Bit cheeky.
I'll have Vampy running down the road after me.
Yeah, he won't be happy.
That's that in there. I'm being a bit Captain Calamity. I'll just put the lid on that one.
Jacqueline, my work in progress is the first one of the Hero Bear. 14 items on my list. And I'm sitting on 36 subs. Happy days. Hey, well done for you.
Happy days.
Raging Modeler, bench, young red dragon, and a headless horseman. Belly, nothing since Monday. What? Really?
Yeah, I mean, he's been a bit unwell, hasn't he?
I will try to eat later. Yeah.
Yeah, you need to get some food in you, fella.
Yeah, otherwise your belly's going to be running diagnostics on your throat.
Yeah, if not, mate, get yourself some energy drinks, ads, and get some vitamins in you, mate, because you'll dehydrate, dude. You can't have a dehydrated raging bassist.
You need to get some fluids in you, mate.
Yeah, I normally have them high concentrated energy drinks or powders from sports shops, and I put them in my orange, and it just gives me everything that I've lost over the few days. So.
Oh. Plastic monkey. Fish fingers, chips, mushy peas for the belly.
Mushy peas.
It's all right, I'm telling mushy peas. I don't like mushy peas. Like fish fingers between two bits of bread.
Oh, very nearly blurted something out then. Chill.
David, keep it clean.
Yeah, keep it
mate.
Keep it clean, Dave. I don't know what you was thinking of.
I'm not going there. Honest. I'm not going to go there. And he's got a 109 ME of the 132nd Brigade. Ooh, big one.
Put a bit of that in.
Bit of that, bit of this, and a bit of something else by the sound of it.
Absolutely, mate. A bit more. There you go. Have you a bit of that. And then top that up with a bit of distilled. Okay. I'll put all the chemicals back when we're off air because that went really well down there.
I'm not going to say a word.
Mate, you want to see it looks like I've been burgled. Hey ho. And that's the O2 going in. I'm actually doing all right for me X20s. Don't need to make any of that at the moment. Shock horror.
Well, I've got 2 freshly made bottles.
Yeah. I've got to do a new bottle. I've got to do a new bottle of glue, so I'm getting low on that. So there you go. Nice full pot again.
I seem to be using more of the homebrew than I did the X20A because a bit more tight-fisted with that. Bear in mind, I paid for it.
Yeah, the homebrew, mate, is
Homebrew, I'll just make some more in a minute.
Absolutely. I mean, it's unlike me. Normally, I have a couple of bottles of this made up, but I got that engrossed recently in builds that I just never made my reserve bottles up, and I got caught out there because I didn't have none. Yeah, don't be like Festa. Let's give that a shake now. One bottle airbrush cleaner, suitably made by yours truly.
Yeah, well done.
Tell you what, whilst I think of it, let's snaffle a bit of that. That went well.
Oh, now this is not fair. This is most unfair. Model making mayhem. Did I mention that I have chocolate fudge cake too?
Oh, good man.
And he's now reinforcing it with saying it's homemade. Oh, Whipple. I want some. I like chocolate fudge cake. Especially when it's been made at home.
Oh yeah, it's all about chocolate fudge cake, mate. Vampy's saying, look behind you. I actually did then, because I thought she who must be obeyed was hiding, lurking on me there.
Oh. Osric, he's got half of a salted caramel cheesecake in my fridge.
Oh, nice.
No, cheesecake doesn't last long in this house. When I buy it from the shop, it says it's for $6, but I only ever get 3 helpings out of it before it's all gone.
Really?
Yeah. But it is rather tasty.
A bit of neat IPAs, knock that straight off of it. Lovely. Don't mind it up underneath the base of the chassis, but on the side of the body, it was like, yeah, it was a bit too much. So. So what's everyone in the chat got on their benches then? You've done belly and bench, I know, but I might have missed some of it in the chat there.
Well, no, I think I covered most of it.
Oh, you ledge.
I think, well, I did. Oh, look out. Oh, look out. Sarge has been in the kitchen.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. That does it, he says. Oh, no, he's going off to the kitchen. I do apologise. That does it, he says, stamping his feet down on the floor.
Oh, Sarge, just think of armour, mate. Therapeutic armour.
No, he's going to head off to the kitchen and make some fudge brownies.
Oh, no, Sarge. How long does it take to get the folder on the ferry?
I don't know.
Oh, the ferry's running, bin that the world's on fire.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know whether Boris has bought any more stuff in lately. I've not been keeping an eye on the news, I'm afraid.
No, not me neither. We've got photographic evidence of cake being posted for in the Sunday group, in the group for Sunday.
Who from?
Raging Modeler.
All right, Ads. Just give us a sec, mate, and I'll load it up. I'm just in the middle of removing some paint, mate, and I'll load it up and have a quick gander, mate. I'm sure we can do a bit of that. Because I'm waiting for paint to dry, so, yeah. I'm going to leave the cracking on the roof, though, because it kind of looks a bit like a vinyl roof.
Oh.
Well, I say vinyl roof, but, you know, in them days it might have been leather over wood. I don't know, but it's got a nice texture to it. So I might leave that on there. Probably, you know me, I change my mind like, like a person that changes their mind. Oh, there's a microphone there, Cole. Stop smacking your head on it, mate. Malcolm saying he's finished his Spitfire. He's enjoying not having anything delicate on his desk for a change.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my bench is a bit full at the moment. I need to play a bit of catch up on everything because I'm beginning to get less and less.
Outrage, and he's having a go.
Is he?
Yeah, he's saying, just giving Dave a heads up for Wibblekins.
Yeah, I'll have a looky-loo in a sec, mate. Just bear with me. I'm getting there. And I'll load it up, mate. I just want to grab some of this off of here. Whilst I can, because I don't want it to go dry. Oh, it's been so long since I've had mould release on a kit, Dave. Mind you saying that, Boot Hill Express was the last one, and that's monogram, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Oh, well. Yeah, that's better. It's off of there now. Do you know something? Sod it. I'll do the roof as well. White as well. Because I can stipulate if I want it. We'll see. I'm just wondering whether any more paint on there is going to exacerbate the problem. We don't want exacerbation, Dave, do we, mate?
No. Right, what's going on? Sarge is saying canvas, wood. The posh ones had leather. The cheaper ones had cheap tanned hides. Colin, he's saying.
Oh, brilliant, Sarge. Yeah, because I was looking at the texture and it reminded me a bit of like a tanned hide, and I just wondered whether they would have gone over the wood with that to give that texture. So, yeah, good shout, Sarge. See, Sarge is brilliant. I like Sarge.
Sarge is on the ball.
Sarge knows all them quality factoids.
Raging, he's saying at Festa's workshop, it's just models, my good man. No cake. So don't worry, you carry on.
Oh, right. Okay, mate.
Oh, sorry, I thought it was cake. I do apologise. Common Road Junction, my BF 109's done.
Oh, well done, mate.
Bit more space, so I'm thinking of starting a BF 110. Okay. Just coincidence, since my uncle was an expert in that area, says Sergeant Bones.
All right. An interesting family, then. I certainly know their stuff. He comes from a strong military family as well, doesn't he, Bill? So.
Well, it depends what he defines as expert. Expert as in making them, or an expert that was written in them.
Yes. Oh, bit of spider pig for you there.
Oh, tea. Slurpage.
Oh, did you miss a slurpage moment, Dave?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, mate, that ain't good. Airbrush. That was it. Cleaning my airbrush. Don't be like Festa. Clean your airbrush.
Guano Man saying that the Raging Modeler, official disclaimer, I do not lick the screen much when you post pics of your cake.
Oh, bless him. I must admit, we're like that on a Sunday, Dave, ain't we, with the brunch, because all the food photos get put in, and we like, honestly, as soon as we come off air, we're straight out on a fridge raid, ain't we?
Oh,
we're proper in it, mate.
Yeah, fridge gets done over when I've finished. Cool.
We both come on back on air, and it's like, yeah,
Feel better now.
What sustenance?
Model making mayhem. When you say expert in area, Sarge. Okay. Raging modeler at Quano is saying rolls insight nat 20 lies. Ah, okay. Well, not quite sure what's going on there. So the question has to be asked of Raging Modeler. When's he going to go on the bake-off then? Because if he's doing all these cakes.
Absolutely.
Because he's now saying the Biscoff and chocolate orange cake I make for work sells out the day it goes out. I bet.
Oh, really?
And the Neapolitan one, not so much. Might do a cola cake.
Oh, nice.
Oh. Oh, okay. Never heard of cola cake before.
I'll have to get in the back to bake me a hash cake.
Sarge is saying he was the official or original expert dealer in the Ford approved parts for early car models. He rebuilt like 30 cars and made a small fortune. Yeah, I bet.
I bet. Yeah,
Right.
I had that with the trikes. You know, it started off as a hobby and then it became your livelihood, you know, and it massively changed things. But I dare say I enjoyed it less when it was my livelihood than when it was my hobby, though.
Yeah, it kind of takes the sting out of it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's that saying, Dave, in it, and never make your hobby your livelihood, mate, you know, because it's never the same.
Right, so I want the bit that goes in the middle. Right. That's one of those bits that should be over there.
That's that. Strip that down and give that a nice little clean, I think. First things first, shut the compressor off. Let it air. Put that down there, out the way. Right. I think we'll have a bit of airbrush cleaning, Dave, as well. Why not?
Ooh.
It's rude not to, mate. Let's put my pot off.
Airbrush cleaning, Festa style.
Oh, mate, it's so therapeutic. I sat here, I was sort of saying to you the other day, wasn't it, when we was chatting? I sat at the bench the other day and I didn't have a great deal of mojo. So I got all my airbrushes down and just sat there, field stripped each one of them and just cleaned them. And I was in my own little world, Dave, for hours, properly occupied.
Sometimes that's all you need, really.
Yeah, and I felt a bit better about it, you know what I mean? But
Hey, look, as long as it works, that's the main thing.
yeah, it was a bit of a mojo buster. Let's give that all the dung out. I must admit, that's a nice little airbrush, that one.
Hang on. Quite a man. Hey, Colin, do you know your apron looks a lot like one of those blacksmiths would have? So, when you gonna forge a broadsword?
Oh, mate, yeah. Did you watch that show, Forged in Fire? Oh,
No, I've seen it advertised a few times, but I've never.
Dave, it's proper blokey telly, mate.
Oh, is it? Is it worth a watch? Is it?
Yeah.
Oh well, when I get everything sorted out on the 26th, I'll be able to start watching that again.
Oh, yeah, it's proper blokey TV, mate.
Oh. Yeah, but is that broadsword calling Danny Boy?
What film was that, Broadsword called, didn't it, boy?
It was. I know it was.
Was it Who Dares Wins, or was it Richard Burton?
It was Richard Burton.
Wild Geese, perhaps?
I can't remember, but I can remember the line: "Broadsword calling Danny Boy, broadsword calling Danny Boy."
I'm trying to think whether it was the Wild Geese or one of those. I used to love Richard Burton when he used to go, "Rightio, I'm just going to go over and speak to this German officer in German. Good evening." Because I can't do Richard Burton, you probably noticed. But yeah.
He's just got that distinctive voice.
But it was that quintessential British English gent voice, but he was talking German, wasn't he? And it was like,
I think. Well, I first came across Richard Burton when listening to the War of the Worlds.
yeah. I loved all of them quintessentially British films, though, and old war films like that, because they were done in such a kitsch style, weren't they?
Oh, bless. I think that could be a bit of a wibble.
What's that, mate?
Model making mayhem. Do I mention I hate cutting onions? I'm not crying. You're crying.
Oh, bless.
Oh. Model making news. Package from Spain. I guess it's my Scale 75 Kickstarter gift.
Oh.
And Osric 9000 is saying, "Where Eagles there?"
Where Eagles there, that's the one.
Kind of man. Quite a man saying, if Cole puts a big triangle thingy on his head and Dave gets, I'm not going anywhere near that one. No.
Are they picking on me, are they, Dave?
I think they're picking on a pair of us.
They're just cruel, aren't they?
He's just wrong. He is just very wrong.
Yeah, I've just seen it on the other monitor.
Quino man, get a bar of soap and put it through your head.
Yeah. You're conjuring up all kinds of devilish images that we're men of a certain age. We can't be thinking about things like that because,
No. Plastic Monkey saying, "Where Eagles there?" Sergeant Bones is having a wink and a laugh. Muse is having a laugh as well.
I was watching one of the Dirty Dozen films with Telly Savalas and Lee Marvin. And again, they were that sort of film, weren't they?
Oh, sounds like Muse has ripped open the package.
Oh, good girl.
That didn't take long, did it?
Another must-see film if you haven't seen it, and I love this one, is
Kelly's Heroes. I love that movie. Clint Eastwood, Donald Sutherland. Oh, mate, it's just, yeah. I think I'll have to start doing a binge watch on old movies again
I
because
think one of the ones that I like is Ice Cold in Alex.
I've not seen that. I've heard about it, but I've not seen it.
It's John Mills. Oh God, I can't think of her name now. But they're in you know, the British ambulance they had during the war.
Oh, right, yeah.
Exactly like the one that you get in the RAF rescue set. And they have to cross the desert and make their way to Alex. That's why it's, for obvious reasons, it's called Ice Cold in Alex and have a cold beer. But it's the trip that they have to do to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's all a bit, you know, spies and counter spies and espionage and stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh. News has got paint set and other goodies. New paint line.
Oh, discuss. Want full details, Dave, don't we?
Oh, yeah. Common Junction. Have I annoyed Dave? First you laughed and then you ignored my wibble. Oh, okay.
Bless. Don't you worry, Archie, mate. You won't annoy us, mate. You're fine. You're all right, mate.
Oh, he says he's innocent, Gov. Honest.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, about as honest as my little finger.
You're about as innocent as I am, mate. Oh, and of course, I was found not guilty. Someone must have left it there. That was one of my favourite sayings.
Yeah.
This is yours. Someone must have left it there.
Honest, I found it lying there on the floor.
Yeah. Still remember my poor mum. You never played well with others. So you're not helping me, Mum.
No, it's not doing my cause any good.
Yeah. I love you, Mum, but can you be quiet?
It's supposed to be on my side.
Yeah. Bless her. I was only trying to help.
Yeah.
Oh. A poor woman. Ah, dear.
There's no point having those lugs on there because those lugs don't go in with it. I'll cut them off. Malcolm saying I could talk about films for hours and hours, chaps. What film?
Oh, mate, not a problem.
Here we go. What film do you think everyone should watch? But
Shawshank Redemption.
Oh God,
is my one. Shawshank Redemption. I love that film. I think it's so well made, and it's on the side of me bus. It's my favourite movie. So.
Common Road Junction, he's saying, has anyone seen Battle of the Bulge? Yeah.
Yeah. Good film.
I think I've seen most of the war films that they put on the telly.
Oh, there's a few that I haven't, and it surprises me sometimes. You know, you sit there and you think, oh, what? How comes I've never seen that? You know, and it's.
I like in Which We Serve.
No, not seen that.
Cruel Sea, that was a good one.
Guns of Navarone, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Tora.
Dexter's Crafter. She wore a yellow ribbon by John Wayne, especially if you like cowboy films. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Weird. John Wayne, not by. Yeah, okay. Malcolm at Common Road Junction. I fight my own bulge every day.
Okay. I'm now getting seriously worried.
I'm not going there.
Aye.
I'm not going there on the grounds of two reasons. Reason number one, it's before 9:30, and reason number two, if I say anything rude, I'll get done over when I see him at the next club meeting.
Yeah.
And he's a lot bigger than I am. Hang on. He's all gone a bit quick here. Plastic Monkey is saying, great escape for me, Steve McQueen. Yeah. Escape from Colditch. There's another one.
Yeah, another good film.
It's not a war film, but it's not. It's the Bridge of Spies.
Oh, the Tom Hanks one.
Yes.
Yeah, that is brilliant. That because it takes you back to East Germany, doesn't it, and the Berlin Wall.
Yeah, it starts off as a little bit of a slow burner, but stick with it because once you get into the main plot of the film, you're in. Right, hang on, where are we going? Raging Modeler saying everyone should watch Prince of Darkness. Prince of Darkness. I take it that's some sort of Dracula styled film.
Yeah, the good old Hollywood blockbuster war films. Yeah. Unsuitably clean hairbrush.
Common Road Junction saying, I think I have an idea about what you want to say, Dave.
Yeah, you really don't know what goes through Dave's mind some days. It frightens me, mate. And
it frightens you. What about me? I owed it.
I'm like, Dave, how the hell did you arrive at that conclusion? Don't know, he says. It just rattled away in there, and that's what happened.
Oh, now here's Osrich come up with a good one. Hunt for Red October. Yeah, I do like that one. That is, I've never read the book. I've seen the film many, many times.
Yeah, that is a good film. And it's Sean Connery in it, let's be honest. Sean Connery.
Yeah, Sean Connery does Russian like Richard Burton does German.
German, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's a bit like saying Roger Moore was a man of many facial expressions, wasn't it? It was like the eyebrow moved about 2 mil, and that was it. Yeah.
Well, it's all getting a bit quick now.
I'm trying to think of what other good films. Yeah, you had the Wild Geese films, didn't you? War films.
Yeah, because Wild Geese was that. Was that the Mercenary one?
It was the Mercenaries, wasn't it? It was Burton, Roger Moore, Richard Harris.
No, Dogs of War is what I was thinking of.
Yeah, Dogs of War.
Oh God, I can't think of his name now. Is it Christopher Walken?
Oh, Christopher Walken was in Deer Hunter as well, wasn't he? With Robert De Niro. I think it was Dogs of War with Christopher Walken, wasn't it?
Mm.
He's got one of those distinctive voices in it. The way he talks, it's a lot of people mimic the way he talks, don't they? Because it is unique. And he's an extremely good dancer as well.
Mm. Oh, John Paul's popped in. Hi all. Hello, John.
Hello, John. All right, mate. Ranger Modeler says Memphis Belle's a must watch. Yeah, Pearl Harbor. I like that one as well.
Yeah. Oh no, I can't think of any now. Dave gets praise from Sarge. Oh yeah, Dave, good call. Dogs of War.
Yeah. Nat saying she's got the two all-time favourites, Great Escape and Where Eagles Dare. Yeah, I love them films.
Yeah.
Trying to think of the one that they did that had Charles Bronson in it.
Charles Bronson. He was in Battle of the Bulge.
That might be the one then. Yeah.
Because they was at the outpost.
Yeah, and it was. I think he was quite young in it as well, wasn't he?
Ghost in the Shell. Not seen that one. That one's coming from Osric.
No, I've not seen that, mate.
Not even
No
sure.
rings a bell. It might be one that my boy did a thing on at uni, Ghost in the Shell. What do they call it? Dissertation? Something like that.
Well, it's where they have to write a lot of words, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, that was so cool watching him get his degree, I must admit. Yeah, proud as punch.
Oh, Plastic Monkey's coming in with The Dirty Dozen.
Yeah, good films, yeah. Yeah, I do like them, the Dirty Dozen films.
Oh. Okay. Raging Modeler. Okay, I'm just going to say Transformers the movie. I'm quite happy watching Transformers.
Yeah. Optimus, is it Optimus Prime?
Yeah, Optimus. I don't know all of the others. What is it? There's Optimus Prime, Bumblebee.
Yeah.
I'll run out now.
Yeah, and the rest of them.
Yeah.
That's normally a way of getting out of it, mate. And the
Matt
other
saying Charles Bronson was in Great Escape, Magnificent Seven, of what I've seen. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, Malcolm's come in with a good one. The Thin Red Line is a piece of genius. Came out at the same time as Saving Private Ryan. Oh yeah, Saving Private Ryan. That's a good one.
Yeah, that was an interesting storyline, that, wasn't it? Saving Private Ryan. Have you seen 1917 yet, Dave?
No,
You like that?
I'm actually waiting for it to come round on Sky Cinema.
Yeah, you'll like that one, mate.
All Quiet on the Western Front for a First World War film.
Oh.
Oh, that's what I think it was called, All Quiet on the Western Front. I'm sure I will be put right in the chat. What was I thinking?
I suppose really I should put these chemicals back because,
Yeah, put them back in their place before either you trip over them or spill them.
Yeah, I'd just like to keep the cabinets locked. Back in a sec.
Yeah, okay.
This will go right. Actually, I could dig my PVA out as well. And,
So you got some more stuff on the way then, Muse, because she's saying that now that the other box needs to get here before work.
Oh, sounds like she's having a right old treat, doesn't it?
Yeah. Parcel time at Muse. Well, hey.
Absolutely. Happy parcel times, mate. That's what it's about.
Yeah. Parcelage is always good. I'm not going to get that in there. Oh, I know man's come out with a good one. Blackadder goes fourth.
Sorry?
Blackadder goes fourth is the only World War II thing I've watched and can remember the name of.
Blackadder goes fourth. Yeah, it's the World War One, wasn't it?
It was. I was going to say it's World War One, isn't it? Because it was all down in the
Down in the trenches, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that scene where they go over the top, mate. It was one of them. Got a lot of people thinking, didn't it?
It did, and that's where it finished as well.
Yeah, it got a lot of people. It made a lot of people aware for the first time of World War One, didn't it? Because it was fast becoming that forgotten war again, wasn't it?
Well, it was starting to drop off.
Yeah.
Everybody's memories off the memory wall because sadly, as time goes past, those veterans from that time were slowly departing.
Slowly passing over, weren't they, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those, mate. It becomes the forgotten battle, doesn't it? But yeah, it was credited for bringing the that war back to people's attention, wasn't it? And dare I say it, rightly so.
Oh, yeah, rightly so. I think it also started to get people thinking about, because it was fast approaching, or getting close to approaching the centenary
of World War One. Yeah, it's funny. There was a documentary. I go through and I do like watching the old documentaries on World War One, World War Two, things like that, because it's interesting, isn't it? And when you see what these folks went through to give us the rights that we've got today, it's really thought-provoking, isn't it? And yeah, it certainly gets me thinking.
Well, I didn't know until I actually saw a program about boy soldiers. You know, you got lads as young as 13, 14.
Yeah. Lying about their age.
Trying to get it up, trying to lie about how old they were so that they could get to the front.
Yeah. Absolutely, mate. And dare I say it, we all do it, don't we? We all sit there and go, kids of today, we all do it. Our parents used to do it to us. Oh, you kids today don't know how easy you've got it. But could you imagine some of the reprobates now at that age going off and fighting for their country? You couldn't, could you?
No.
Would you give any of them a gun for a start? You know, it's like,
the vast majority are still very firmly attached to mummy's apron strings.
Oh yeah, you cleaned that up, didn't you?
I had to.
But yeah, it does leave you wondering. And like you say, you know, I do it every year. When I was just saying this to you the other day, wasn't it, when I see the Poppy Man for remembrance, and I always go and sit and have a chat with them.
Yeah.
I sit there, mate, and I'll just sit and talk with them, you know, because they've all got a story, haven't they?
Yeah. On that note, when I went round for me breakfast this morning, because it was Full Monty Breakfast Wednesday.
Oh, good man.
There was something on. I think it was on the news that they're saying because of the world being on fire, there might not be so many people out selling the poppies, but you can get an online poppy. I'm not entirely sure how, because I wasn't quite listening to what was going on the telly. I was kind of concentrating on getting to the counter so that I could get me breakfast.
Yeah.
Because my belly was complaining that it was empty.
Yeah, that's just me dropping stuff again, mate. Don't worry. Yeah, I'm listening.
What's going on? Hang on, I've taken the eye off the ball again.
Well, you're all right, mate. I'll be sat down in a sec. I'm just navigating my way back to safety.
Oh, Scale Model Muse is saying World War II interviews really got me when I was doing research for my project dissertation.
Yes.
Did I say that right?
Yeah, dissertation, yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, it's... I know a few friends. I know it's political and all of that, but I know a few friends whose older family were lost in the camps and things like that. And,
yeah.
you know, they recount survivor stories that they were told as children. And you sit there, and there was a thing on the Holocaust on Discovery, and you sit there watching it. And I defy anyone not to be moved by what is seen on camera. And you sit there and you think, how can humanity be so cruel?
Oh, yeah, you see the Allies going into the camps, and you think, how do you prepare?
Yeah,
troops to see that?
Exactly. You know, and it's happened since. You know, you had similar things in Kosovo, Rwanda, and this going on in Syria, and you just sit there and you think, as a human race, have we not learnt anything? It really knocks you, doesn't it? And it makes you think, why can't people, you know, when you see it from space, there was an astronaut, US guy, that was in the space shuttle, and it was one of these, you know, these made for IMAX documentaries that NASA did a few years ago.
Oh, yeah.
And he was orbiting the Earth in the space shuttle, looking out the window, and he just made this statement, and it was a bit like Neil Armstrong doing his one small step for man and all of that.
All right.
And he said, I'm looking at the window at the planet, he said, and the beauty of this small ball of rock in all this blackness. He said, and I'm looking at the land, he said, there's no borders, no barriers. He said, considering there's only such a small bit of land that we live on compared to the ocean, isn't it tragic that we can't even now get along? And it was like, yeah, he's got a point.
Yeah.
You know, just seeing that world without any borders, no one fighting over 6 foot of dirt. And he was so right. And it was like, yeah. And it gets you thinking, doesn't it? The futility of it all. That's the word.
Ooh, you have been chewing a dictionary this week, haven't you?
I know, futility, Dave, eh?
Oh, blimey.
Big word of the day there, mate, eh?
I'm going to have to go and do my homework now, aren't I?
Are you impressed?
Oh, yeah, but I'm going to have to try and keep up.
Oh, dear. You're bullying me now, aren't you?
No, I bully you.
Bully you, he says. Of course I am.
Never do such a thing.
Of course you wouldn't, mate.
Just give me an opportunity to move in and I will.
Yeah. This is what we do, folks. We just sit there waiting, don't we? We're like little loaded guns, aren't we? Just waiting for the other person to make a boo-boo. And we're just there, straight in.
Yeah.
Because, you know, that's what we do at the end of the day.
Yeah, but there's no sympathy. It's merciless ripping of Mickey taking, he says.
Oh, yeah, proper.
Drastically cleaning that one up before he makes a mistake.
Oh, it's proper finger of shame moments, isn't it? It's like, feel better.
Right, hang on. Where do we go? Where we go?
We've got now got a nice pot of PVA now, because I had a spare pot that's been used, and I get fed up to keep going down on that cupboard just to get a bit of PVA, Dave. So I've filled one of my old pots up.
Yeah, cool. Common Road Junction is saying there's a program on YouTube that's first aired on BBC. It's all about the last Tommies of World War One. It's so interesting. Oh, I'll have to have a look for that.
Oh, have a look out for that, Archie. Cheers for that, mate. See, it's what I like about Archie. Archie's very young, but he's got this real lovely interest in World War One, World War Two, and all of that lot. And it's lovely to see someone of his age, seeking that information,
Yeah, taking it on board.
Absolutely, and he's got a respectful way when he speaks about it as well, and it's like,
Right, model making mayhem. Sorry, folks, I'm between three things. Ha. You lot making dinner and treating mould in the bedroom.
happy days. That's all right, mate. You don't have to apologise, mate.
Common Junction, we had a Holocaust survivor come to school. It was so, I bet it was.
Well, this is it. I mean, I used to go to school with a couple of Jewish folks, and we're talking sort of late 70s, early 80s, and you would hear some of the, how can I say, anti-Semitic comments aimed in their direction, and you're like, why? Come on.
Yeah.
Get over it.
They didn't ask for it.
No, and that used to really bug me, yeah.
Sarge, he's saying, Sarge has been to a camp. Even today, it's still there. It feels dead. And it feels dead. And you don't hear the birds or insects. Creepy. Yeah.
Gavin, a friend of mine, he won't mind me saying it, but he went to Auschwitz with his new wife. And he said, as big as I am and as strong-natured as I am, he said, I cried my eyes out. He said, because you had this sudden realization that you were stood on a spot where so much cruelness had happened. He said, and like Sarge has just said there, you did not hear the wind rustle in the trees or the sound of a bird or anything. He said it was just dead noise, dead silence. And poor choice of words there, Cole, but yeah, you know what I mean. It was just silent, and he said the poignancy of it. He said, and then like the person doing the little show round was sort of saying, just stop and think for that. He said, he said there wasn't a dry eye in the place. He said it was.
Mind you, Muse has made a good comment. I don't think I could even step through the gates. Yeah, it's one thing. It's one thing going, but it's the second thing going through that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know whether you've ever seen it. Getting back to films, but I saw Schindler's List, the Steven Spielberg film, and Dave, honestly, mate, Festa wept, mate. You know what I mean? It can happen.
No, I don't think I've seen that. It's not.
I would say sit and watch it, but don't sit and watch it if you're in a bad place. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
Sit and watch it when you're happy, Dave, and you'll get the benefit of it. But if you're like me, your demons are at you, then you might not want to watch it. And Dave, it's so beautifully made. Okay. And it's done in black and white, but throughout the film, there's a girl in a little red coat that keeps appearing. Mate. Yeah.
Frankie goes to Hobbywood. Good evening. I'm late to the party. Hey, no worries, Frankie. Glad you're along. How are you? Hope all is good.
Oh, Frankie, I love your vending machine, mate. I think that's mint. Dave will see that in this week's show.
I'll call you back in a minute, Mum.
Yeah, I mean, we'll be going off air in 10 minutes anyway, Dave, because it's 6:30 already, mate.
I mean, that went quick.
I know. The poor folks only got to see me spray a tiny bit of primer.
Right, yeah. Hello, Frank. He's Model Muse.
Saying that though, Dave, that primer's begun to grip now, so it's not as bad as I thought it would be, but yeah.
Comrade Johnson saying, cheers, Colin. Comrade Johnson, I hate it when you see people posting in front of, posing in front of the gates like it's a holiday resort. Yeah.
Selfies at Auschwitz. Yeah, I know what you mean, mate.
Yeah, Muse is saying, yeah, I saw it, and that movie hardly touched. Hang on, I don't know how bad it was. Yeah, I can imagine.
Well, it's poignant for Steven Spielberg because he had lost family, hadn't he? And it was one of those stories he had to tell, but it affected him, you know, and it's going to, I suppose, because of the history of it, and you know. But yeah,
That's better.
yeah, beautiful film. I thoroughly recommend it to anyone.
Frankie goes to Hobbywood. Had a long shift today, but I'm fine. Oh, mate.
Oh, sorry to hear that, Frankie. Common Road Junction says, yeah, because I have a disability, so it hits home. Yeah, tell me about it, mate. You know, if I had been in that part of the world in that period of time, I would have ended up going to somewhere like that because you would have been deemed as flawed, wouldn't you?
You would have been used for research.
Yeah, absolutely. It's quite scary when you think about it, Dave, isn't it?
And not pleasant research.
No, it's the cruelness of the human race, eh? Yeah, Muse is saying, yeah, seen the scars and the tattoos. Yeah, seeing people with the camp number tattooed on their forearm and that. Yeah, and you know that sick git that did research on twins. Yeah, it's not. It's funny, you know, if there's life out there on another planet that is of any semblance, and they've looked at historical footage of our race, I wonder what they would think.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, it does. It does. It just makes you think, doesn't it? It's. Not even that. Imagine if we lost the war. Yeah, if we lost the war. There's a TV show. It was called The Man in the High Castle, and it was basically what the world would have been like had we have lost the war. And you had, like, you know, yeah, different countries and very thing. There was another one. Was it Hope and Glory, Dave? Where if Hitler had won the war, it was a series that was done in the UK, wasn't it? And it would have sort of been like a German Britain if we had lost the war. And yeah. I don't think we were that far off of it, really, if technology had carried on the way it was. I think it would have been a very close call, didn't you, Dave?
Hang on, I'll be with you in a minute.
Oh, sorry, mate. But yeah, it's quite worrying, really. Good thing to watch, just for a different view, is Downfall. It was about the last days of Hitler in his bunker. Oh, right. Sounds interesting.
Right.
All right. Do we need to end, mate?
No, it was just Mum getting through to me saying my sister's having her op.
Oh, right. Okay, mate. But, yeah, you know what I mean.
Say, can I be the anaesthetist?
But yeah, I mean, we're going to be going in 5 minutes anyway, folks. Because I think Chris is still doing his show tonight, so we'll come off air. Because we got to have a little yatter with Malcolm anyway, so
Yes.
which is for the charity diamond thing, isn't it, that we're going to be doing? So I think then, Dave, that'll be probably an opportunity to wrap them, will it?
I think so. I think we've had a very good show.
Yes. It goes quick, though, doesn't it? I mean,
Mind you, I haven't got much done.
no, I've got a bit of priming done, but just keeping
I've got a few more bits on the engine.
Good man. Now I've got a bit of primer on. I'm going to soak the outer body shell, though. I'm going to give that a bit of the old dishwasher tablet treatment. And yeah, I'll go for round 2 on a prime probably tomorrow on it, just to see whether or not it'll accept any more. But I'll put, I suppose we just might as well say our goodbyes then, Dave, hadn't we, really? So thanks to everyone for tuning in and watching our inane drivel. Thank you for keeping us company and chatting with us. It really does help. And it's going to be Paddy Wagon again next week, I think. We'll let you know, because we're going to sort of jiggle the format a little bit going forward, Dave, think we? Once we've got this done, we're going to stealthily just drop the odd thing in unannounced. That way, because we've had a couple of instances where we've gone to do something, so we're going to change it about a bit, haven't we, mate?
Yeah, change it about and keep you all in suspense.
There's going to be a few non-scale model on sprue things jumping in, so keep an eye out for that. And we'll surprise you with a couple of bits. We've already got our stash, haven't we, Dave?
Dave?
And
I'm looking at it now, and it's looking exciting.
have you opened them up and had a looky-loo?
I've had a looky-loo in 2. Oh, that was a good rhyme.
Mate. Yeah, so there's a nice little selection of other bits that we're going to be doing.
Yes. So watch this space.
Yeah, and we'll use the Wednesday shows for them, won't we? So we'll just drop them in on the Wednesdays. So yeah. All right then, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to seeing you on Sunday for the brunch.
Oh yes,
And
definitely.
until then,
Bye.
bye.
Stay safe, everyone.
Take care.